Hey everyone, it's your all-star Kazuki Toons. Remember some of the alien movies that were used to be generic, like Monsters vs. Aliens and DreamWorks' Home? Well, there's a new Pixar film that had aliens with one human. So that being said, Elio is recently a movie that existed. It's alright, there's something bad about this movie, but it didn't do well at the box office on an opening weekend. So, how did it flop, you may ask? Well, 2020 was a year that the pandemic took over. Onward wasn't doing that interesting. It was pretty mid and kinda boring for me. Soul was a crushing emotional core and it had all that jazz. This is where things go off the rails. Luca flopped because they weren't interesting in seeing it, but it really disappointed me in terms of ways like the CalArt style.
CalArt style with the big cheeks, big eyes, big mouth.
Turning Red also flopped because it was unfunny and had a bland parent villain who is not that interesting. Lightyear flopped because they didn't have Tim Allen to voice Buzz. Elemental flopped, but it made some money because of the Claw guy. And this one, well, it's hard to say about the movie. There's a lot of issues about this. The movie was originally going to be released on March of 2024, but it got delayed and it was in production hell because they've gone on a strike on voice acting and the writing. So they had to redo the film all over again during the Inside Out 2 release. Some of the scenes were deleted from the teaser trailer. The plotline is actually predictable in other ways, of having failure about making an alien friend, a parent and a child arguing trope, and a kid who got bullied by a bunch of teenagers as a satellite radio thing that he invented. It feels like a movie had subplots that stitches together into a feature film, kinda like Illumination. I think Elio's not that really likable as a protagonist, and then during the alien world, he says, "Well, I'm the leader of Earth, and I can stay with you aliens for the rest of my life," which proves how stupid the lines are. He's basically a lonely wimpy kid who has no friends, and he wants to leave Earth, which that happened in the first 10 minutes of Guardians of the Galaxy. The pacing here feels messy with the father and son trope, where the bargaining dad wants to take over the chameleon alien world because he wants his son back from this kid. And then at the end, the bargaining dad is not a villain anymore because he ripped his suit off and warms his son with spider webs, which is basically on the same scene as the villain who was revealed as a peaceful alien from Ohm. The villain's motives are pointless and weak. There are some of the other aliens that are forgettable somehow, like the Rocky Robot alien, the Chinese Ray alien, the Slug Spider alien with no eyes, and whatever the hell that is. You know, I think it's not a bad movie. The world building and the backgrounds look really nice and pretty, and it stands out for the environment for the community of the alien world. I love how the tone is set up as loneliness and the emotional trauma, which is heartwarming and strong. I like how the message is about building a strong relationship and who you are, which is understandable to the relationship to Elio and that bargaining guy Glorden. So yeah, this one was decent enough. It's not that good to be honest, but it's beyond the same level as Lightyear and DreamWorks' Home. That considers a 5.7 out of 10. If you're not interested in this film, I would recommend you watch some of the classic alien stuff you can watch, such as E.T., 2010's Megamind, and even Guardians of the Galaxy. Anyway, stay tuned for more Kazuki Toons. Hey everyone, thanks for watching this episode of this video. You better make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never want to miss out on more content. Thanks for watching at Kazuki Toons.